Is it creamed ice or ice that's been creamed? Think about it. The average price for a gallon of ice cream in the US is $4.50. And with that, you're going to get yourself a gallon of some Eddies or some Dryers or some regular run-of-the-mill mainstream stuff. Now this ice cream is inherently not that bad. I'd say on average it would probably be about a 2.8 to a 3 on a good day. It works best when it's paired with something else. Well, it may usually be a 2.9 if it's lucky, but if you pair that puppy with a hot apple pie or a cheesecake, hey, now you're going to be hitting 4.0 to 4.1. That's what you really got to do. And so enter the world of the high end. Now this puppy right here ran about $13, 4 times as expensive as your regular run-of-the-mill ice cream. And there's a couple reasons for that. The main reason is that it's a niche ice cream, which means they can do flavors and ingredients that would otherwise be way too cost prohibitive for the big bun. Boston cream pie. Okay, see, now that's something new and that's something different. Just because this thing is 300% more expensive, I do not believe it's going to be 300% better. The idea of saying a food can be like 80% tastier or like 164% tastier is kind of a ridiculous concept. Our vanilla custard is truly amazing, made with light and bright single note vanilla that complements the rich egg custard. How many other ice cream brands out there talk about the notes of the ingredients themselves? I mean, the most that they'll go is like, oh, it's creamy, oh, it's decadent, you know, whatever it is. But when they actually have note breakdowns where it's like, oh, we're gonna specifically single out these notes so you have something that you know to look out for, that is what we call very, very good attention to detail. It's got giant chunks of yellow cake in it, which is awesome. Now I got this flavor because I used to work at a place called Newberry Comics in Boston, Massachusetts. That place right there helped me form a lot of the music influences that I have and a lot of the sort of comics and all this other stuff, the pop culture that I know now I got from working at Newberry Comics. So it has a very special place in my heart. And speaking of which, fudge splooge. Yeah, that pretty much sums this thing up, doesn't it? Oh, Lord, are you seeing this right now, my dude? Okay, so I thought it would go all the way to the bottom. No, it looks like it's just over the top. And that's fine. Look, at the end of the day, here's what matters the most, is presentation. You eat with your eyes first, and I want to eat this. Now, that is a hearty piece of ice cream, my man, fresh from the ice cream tree. If you went to, like, an ice cream saloon, or, like, one of those places where you get a hella dope root beer float, I mean, those are so fire. But when you go there, you get something very similar to this in both texture and quality. Now, I don't see any yellow cake pieces. Although, granted, they are yellow and the rest of this thing is pretty bright, so it'd be pretty shocking if I did. But so far, it's looking pretty fantastic. Let's see.
That top note, that cream, pure vanilla, that's a 10.
Oh, good God. Oh, it's magnificent. This is totally worth $13. Dude, I would pay $15 to have this in my life. And the main thing is, it's all about this melange right here. Now, the fudge that they use, and I want to be very clear about this. Don't do what I did, because you don't get any more fudge at the bottom of this. There's no middle layer fudge. All the fudge you get is at the top. So distribute accordingly. The fudge has this incredible bitterness that goes so well with that single note vanilla. And the vanilla is fantastic, man. But when they say something is single note, you're gonna think, oh, it's kind of boring, or there's not a whole lot going on there. Such is not the case. I'd rather a flavor do vanilla really, really well like this one does, as opposed to going like over the top with too much extra sugar and making it seem more artificial. The vanilla here is extremely light, but also extremely flavorful, because it's being backed up by the other flavors like the chocolate and the baked batter pieces that are also in this. The cake pieces, dude, I thought they would be all mushy and gross and horrible. They're not. They actually have a nice chewy rigidity to them that elevates them beyond anything you've ever seen before. And dude, it goes even more next level than that, because here's what happens. The delicious fudgy goodness combines with those cake pieces and makes essentially brownies. You have chunks of brownie and cake inside this thing, and you can taste each one individually as you go down. It's an evolving snack, my man. That's so cool. I love this thing, man. You see this and you got the stacks, go eat it, because I promise you, oh, it's 100% cash money. Let it be known, I am a card-carrying member of the Clean Plate Club.